There has been multiple posts and headlines that Aespa is getting boycotted. The hate against Karina for wearing that outfit is only getting worse. It's gotten so bad that it's now affecting her entire group. Some fans are talking about boycotting Aespa and demanding Karina leave. Honestly, last week I thought that once she apologized, everything would calm down in a few days. But nope, it only got worse. Now she's even got a new nickname. Margarina. Yeah, that's a mix of Karina and Make America Great Again. And the worst part? Karina's complete silence right now is not helping her case. She's not the only celeb who got dragged during election week, but at this point, she's definitely the most hated. She even lost over 400,000 followers on Instagram. So here's what went down. On June 3rd, South Koreans elected a new president, Lee Jae-myung from the Liberal Democratic Party of Korea. And during that whole election week, the last thing a K-pop idol should have done was wear red. Like seriously, wearing any color tied to a political party was risky, but red was especially triggering. And that's exactly what almost got Karina canceled. Her one post ended up putting her entire group under fire. But here's the real question. Is all this hate against Karina actually justified? Let's break it down. First, why do people even hate the Red People Power Party so much? Don't worry, this isn't going to be a full-on history lecture. So here's the tea. Ironically, the People Power Party kind of did the opposite. They took power away from the people. In December 2024, former President Yoon Suk-yeol went rogue and declared martial law out of nowhere, claiming there were threats from North Korea and blaming the opposition for being a legislative dictatorship. Next thing you know, soldiers were storming the National Assembly. Yeah, it was giving dictatorship vibes, which hit a nerve in a country that fought hard for democracy. The opposition, led by Lee Jae-myung, shut that down fast. By April 2025, Yoon was impeached. But the damage was done. The PPP's image took a massive hit. Most of their top leaders either supported Yoon or didn't distance themselves in time, so it looked like they were cool with the power grab. That's why Karina's red outfit sparked so much backlash. People saw it as her showing support for a party linked to all that chaos. And with how politically polarized things are in Korea right now, it's like K-pop fan wars but 10x more toxic. Every move gets picked apart. Plus, the PPP has a long history of scandals. Park Geun-hye's impeachment back in 2016, shady stuff involving Yoon's wife, the former defense minister. It's been one mess after another. Sure, the Democratic Party has its own issues too, but since the PPP was in power during all these scandals, the backlash hits harder. And then there's the PPP's super conservative, anti-feminist image, which turned off young voters. Like Yoon scrapped gender equality quotas, resisted welfare reforms, and even though they tried to look fresh with younger faces like Han Dong-hoon, the party's still stuck in the past. One perfect example? The dog meat ban. Back in 2021, the PPP pushed against banning dog meat, saying it was tradition, and that Korea wasn't ready for a ban. Cruelty is cruelty. Doesn't matter if it's a tradition or not. You can't modernize a country by holding on to outdated practices. But then in 2023, under global pressure and changing public opinion, since over 80% of Koreans don't even eat dog meat anymore, they suddenly flipped and supported the ban. Just like that. This is just one example of the many things this party has been criticized for. So for a lot of young fans, especially those who lean progressive or even just neutral, seeing an idol like Karina post anything that even slightly looks like support for the PPP just hit a nerve. That's why Karina ended up catching so much heat. Now here's the wild part. Aespa just wrapped up their massive second world tour earlier this year, and fans have been dying to know what's coming next. SM Entertainment has been pretty quiet officially, but the internet wasn't about to wait. Because yep, major details about their comeback just leaked. According to a listing that popped up on Barnes & Noble's website and is now going viral, Aespa's upcoming single album is reportedly called Dirty Work, and it's set to drop on June 27, 2025. And that's not even the first time something slipped. Back in May, a video allegedly from the set of their upcoming MV leaked online. SM tried to scrub it fast with copyright strikes, but by then it had already spread. The clip showed the members' looks, parts of the set, and even some of the choreography. Basically huge spoilers. A post about it on the Coup, one of Korea's biggest online forums, blew up fast. But the reaction? It wasn't just disappointment. People were outright calling for a boycott. And who's the main target again? Karina. She's still dealing with the fallout from those political Instagram posts, and now there's this weird shift in her fan base, like suddenly conservatives are backing her, and that's setting off major red flags for a lot of netizens. What started as hate directed at Karina is now spilling over into Aespa as a whole. Some of the comments on the Coup were brutal. People were saying stuff like, "How dare the traitorous goddess show her face again? A comeback? I'm still really hurt. Not listening to their song this time either." Someone even wrote sarcastically, "She's the goddess of the second pick voters, so they'll probably stream it a lot," referring to conservative voters who supposedly support her now. Others were joking that Aespa should just go promote on FM Korea, a site known for its right-wing user base. And yeah, the timing couldn't be worse. Karina's been trending for all the wrong reasons. Even TV personality and comedian Hong Jin-kyung got backlash for wearing red, and ended up writing a handwritten apology. Another idol posted a pic with the song Girl in Red and deleted it immediately. Wonyoung posted a black and white photo, and people still found a way to hate on her for not being a girl's girl. Like, seriously? What do these people want? The truth is, political differences can cause real tension, not just online, but in real life too. Families, friendships, relationships, they all get affected. In fact, in the US, a national survey found that 1 in 5 adults said they've become estranged from a close relative because of political differences. That number is even higher among adults under 35, who are prioritizing their mental health and peace over relationships that are constantly tense from political arguments. But to be fair, not every family is like that. One study found that only 11% of Americans have actually cut ties with a family member over politics. So most people do try to keep their relationships intact, even if they don't agree on everything. So having a political opinion isn't a crime. But when you're a public figure as famous as Karina, sometimes it's better to just not post anything that can be seen as political. Not because you shouldn't have beliefs, but because, let's be honest, for your own peace of mind and the success of your group, it's just not worth the drama. Now here's the thing. It's not even possible to boycott Karina without also boycotting Aespa's entire comeback. She's part of the group. You can't just mute one member and cheer for the rest. And today I saw something that honestly blew my mind. Turns out Karina didn't just post that one red photo on the day of the controversy. She also posted another photo with blue nails and a blue plate. Like, how did nobody see this until now? People are just now realizing it. Comments like, wait, she posted multiple photos? I didn't know. I only saw the red one. People were force-hating her over one photo while ignoring the rest. It's clear if you look at her daily life posts, she wears all colors. And it's true. Both photos were posted around the same time. But everyone just ran with the red one and ignored everything else. Someone even joked, if we're playing that game, then the background's red too, and she's doing a fighting pose, guess red wins again. Like, okay, at that point, it's just reaching. Another person straight up said, you only see what you want to see. And that's exactly what happened here. The red photo was cherry-picked, used to push a self-serving narrative. And it only escalated when that political party started using it in their campaign, making it seem like Karina was endorsing them. At that point, she became like a symbol, a flag for them. And I get why that upset people. I even saw a comment that said, Conservative Party members literally promoted Aespa as one of their own. Without a firm clarification from Karina's side, even if it wasn't intended, it's just too embarrassing to defend now. And honestly, that's fair. Look at what happened with Daniela's mom. She followed Trump's Instagram and the internet went wild. But she shut it down immediately. She commented on TikTok saying, I followed an account after seeing a touching post about the Pope. It had nothing to do with politics. I'm saddened that something so small is being used to create division. Please know this doesn't reflect my or my daughter's beliefs. We're here to share light, not drama. Boom. Clean, respectful, and mature. That's how you stop unnecessary drama from spiraling. Meanwhile, Karina's photo was used for a whole week by conservatives, and SM's silence just let the situation grow. After that first vague apology, nothing. No firm denial, no clarification. And because they didn't speak up, people started thinking, maybe they don't want to separate themselves from this. There was such an easy fix here. Karina, or SM, could have just said, I posted multiple pictures that day. Please stop taking things out of context. I don't support any political campaigns. Simple, done, but instead silence. Now that silence might cost the entire group their comeback. Honestly, it might even be smarter to delay the comeback until the hate dies down. And maybe that's SM's actual plan, to just let it fade on its own. Yes, Karina made a mistake. Yes, the photo was cherry-picked. Yes, a corrupt political party used it to their advantage. And yes, SM let that happen. So while I understand why people are angry at Karina, shouldn't we also be holding SM more accountable? Because we all know how much control K-pop companies have over idols. They control everything, the posts, the timing, the statements. And in the end, whether the hate is aimed at Karina or at SM, it's still going to affect Aespa as a whole. It's messy, it's complicated, and nobody really wins here. So, is it right that Karina is getting this much hate? No, not really. She posted a photo. That photo got used out of context. Then it snowballed into a political controversy that she never publicly chose to be part of. And while it's fair to expect more awareness from public figures, especially in a country where politics are super divided, it's also important to understand when things are being blown way out of proportion. The hate has crossed the line. It's no longer about accountability, it's become personal, obsessive, and honestly, cruel. The group's next comeback, whenever it's gonna happen. If I give a very honest opinion, this boycott may not fully affect them. The reason is simple. Where Karina have lost fans, she has also gained fans' eye, mainly from Conservative Party supporters. Plus, on top of that, international netizens also seem supportive of Karina. So yeah, her domestic fan base has taken a major hit. But only time will tell what happens next. Until then, do let me know what you think about all of this. And I'll see you in the next one.